How to create a master plan drawing in under 10 minutes with Google Earth and Photoshop. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This technique will be really helpful if you're running short of time but still want to create an impressive master plan diagram. Make sure to stick around because we have a lot of interesting techniques in this video, and do me a favor by hitting the subscribe button so you can help me create more amazing content like this. So let's jump into it. We'll first need to install Google Earth, and for that you can just search for Google Earth download. I'll leave a link in the description and you can use it to download and install it in your computer. Using Google Earth is pretty simple. You can just drag around and zoom in to any place you want. You can also search for specific locations on the top left. For this example, I'll be using the location of Mumbai in India. Let's search for that and it will take me to the location. We can adjust the boundary of the location that we want and also adjust the mouse center button so that the angle is in perfect top view. We don't want the export image to be tilted like this, so it's always better to cross-check this once. Click over the north button on the top right corner so that the plan is aligned to the true north. Let's close the location here, and right below under layers, we'll have to uncheck all these icons right here. Once done, we can export this as an image. Use the option on the top toolbar to save the image. Once you click that, you have the option to change the resolution of the export image. Let's keep it at maximum resolution and choose Save Image. Now before we close Google Earth, let's turn on the road layer and export another separate image. This will help us later when we overlay and align the images in Photoshop. We can now head over to Photoshop and open the base image. Let's place the second imported image on top. Now the first step that we need to do here is to demarcate all the roads, water bodies and vegetation separately. There are multiple ways to do this, and in this video I'll be explaining two techniques. The first one is to create a new layer, choose a shade of blue, and we can use a simple hard round brush and draw over the water body in a new layer. Similarly, we'll have to create another new layer and use a different shade of color and draw over all the major roads in the map. This technique will definitely take a bit of time and precision to draw all the elements individually, which is why I have another quick alternate for this. Head over to this website called snazzymaps.com. The link to this is provided in the description as well. This website offers maps of the cities in multiple different styles to choose from. For the diagram that we are working, we need a style where we can select all the different elements easily. Let's pick the grayscale style. We'll have to log into this website by creating an account, and once you've done that, we'll be able to download 10 free maps every day. I've just created my account and I've searched for Mumbai and adjusted the same location as we're working on in the diagram. Choose this option to download it as an image, and you can adjust the dimensions using these options. Choose 3x and hit download image. This map will now be downloaded in your local drive, and let's drag that into the Photoshop file. Now this is where the second image that we exported in Google Earth will help us. Let's turn on the second image where the roads are highlighted in yellows, and we'll have to align this grayscale map on top of it. If you try aligning these without the road map, this will become really difficult and take a lot of time. So hence the shortcut. We can reduce the opacity to make it more visible, and once we've done that, we can hit enter. Now using the magic wand tool, the shortcut W, we can choose over the roads on the grayscale map. Adjust the tolerance on top to make sure that all the small roads are selected. Hide the grayscale map and head over to the base image. We can now create a new layer, and using the paint bucket tool, shortcut G, drop a color on top of the selection. Similarly, let's select the water bodies from the grayscale map, create a new layer, and add a shade of blue in the selection. Then comes the vegetation part, and here's a simple trick to select the vegetation. Duplicate the base map with shortcut Ctrl J, head over to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation. Inside this tab, we'll have to adjust the map so that the green colors in the map become evidently visible. I've moved around the sliders, and right now the green colors look more evident. Click OK. Now go to Select, Color Range. Using Color Range, let's pick the green colors in the map. Choose the Add button to pick different shades of green in the map. Make a selection at different green areas in the map and click OK when you're done. Now we have all the green areas selected. Use the shortcut Ctrl J, and that will create the green areas on a separate layer. Let's create an empty white layer on top of the base map. Change the blend mode to screen and reduce the opacity so that the buildings are slightly visible. Let's also make it a point to delete the layers which are not necessary, and also rename all the layers, which is a really good practice. I've now created a simple color palette in Photoshop And if you need inspiration, you can always head over to Pinterest or Behance. The next step is just to select the roads, water bodies and vegetation and match it with the color palette that we created. Let's now add the shades from the color palette into the map that we've created. Hold down Shift and click on the layer thumbnail, and this will make a selection of the layer. We can then use the Paint Bucket tool, shortcut G, to drop the colors into the selection. Let's do the same for the roads and water bodies. For the vegetation, let's choose the layer and add a hue saturation layer on top of it. Let's adjust the hue saturation to slightly match with the green shade in the color palette. It doesn't have to be too accurate, so let's try making it visibly similar. Once done, choose the vegetation layer once again and create a new layer. On this new layer, let's choose a soft round brush, pick the green shade from the color palette and simply draw over the selection. Make sure to not fully paint over the entire selection, but only a few areas around these elements. We can alternate between different shades of darker greens around the edges to create a variation. We can play around with lighter shades as well by creating a new layer and painting it with lighter shades of green. Once done, we can unselect with the shortcut Ctrl D, and once you zoom in into the green areas, we can see that it has the textures from the Google map and also a gradient of colors on top of it, making a unique texture. Let's now create some depth on the water bodies. So I'm reducing the opacity of the water layer, creating a new layer on top of it, and using a darker shade of blue, let's just brush over the edges of the water body. To enhance this further, let's make a selection of the darker blue with Ctrl and thumbnail click. Head over to the base map and choose Ctrl J to create a copy. Let's drag this copy layer on top of the blue layer so that the rocks below the water becomes visible. We don't want these rocks to be too evident, so let's change the blend mode to screen and reduce the opacity. A bit more darker edges on the water body should add some contrast. Finally, let's create a new layer and change the blend mode to overlay. Use a hard brush to draw around the edges of the water body, and this will create a unique character in the diagram. Let's group and rename all the layers together. Head over to the road layer, right click and choose blending options. Choose inner shadows, blend mode as multiply, and pick the same shade of color as the road. This will create a depth on the road layer. You can adjust the distance, choke, and size as per your liking. Once done, hit OK. Let's now create a new layer, rename it as site, and select the location of our site. Add a shade of red and change the blend mode to multiply. You can also right click, blend mode, and add a stroke for the site. I'm adding a simple pencil texture on top of the site to highlight it further. And finally, head over to the topmost layer, use the shortcut Shift, Ctrl, Alt plus E to create a merged duplicate of all the layers. We can now head over to Filter, Camera Raw Filter. The adjustments here are definitely a bit of personal preference. I would be increasing the sharpness and contrast in the image. Once done, hit OK and we are done with the diagram. We can always add smaller details like these concentric circles that show the distance. You can also add the color palette around the edges to enhance the presentation. And with that, we have the Google Earth Masterplan Diagram. So that was it from the 10-minute Masterplan tutorial. And if you made it this far, you can get the Photoshop file of this master plan for free. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and send me a DM and I'll send this Photoshop file to you. Hit the like button if you found this to be useful and I'll see you on the next one.